Okay, let's do a couple more. Wrap around and pull through. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches. Okay, let's go up to 10. All right. Wrap around, pull through. 8. Wrap around, pull through. 9. Wrap around, pull through. Okay, let's do one more because I'm going to do a single crochet video after this. I don't want to overwhelm anybody. Everybody take your time. If you're learning how to do this, this is how a chain should look. Okay, see how uniform it is? That's how you want your chain to look. It's going to take a while for you to get it like this, but I promise you if you practice and if you're loose with it, you will be able to do this and your chain will be even and consistent, and that is what is going to give you great success. Also too, there are patterns that are just chain stitches, believe it or not. It's more like a jewelry kind of look, but they're pretty cool. Okay, so let's just add one more. So now we have 11 stitches. Okay, and come back for step 2, which is our single crochet. All right, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you at crochetpatternsforbeginners.com. Okay, fellow crocheters, it's Janet with crochetpatternsforbeginners.com. Today we're going to continue on with our first several steps of learning how to crochet, and we're going to do the first stitch, which is called a single crochet. Now, if you've already seen the chain video, or if you already know how to chain, that's great, but if you don't, please go to the chain video, learn how to do a crochet chain before you proceed on to the next step. Okay, so in our chain video, we chained 11 crochet, we chained 11. We have 11 chains here, and we learned how to make our chain even and with the same size in stitches pretty much. Okay. We're still using a K crochet hook, and we're still using our worsted weight 4 yarn. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to actually do a single crochet. Now we have 11, and this is where a lot of people get confused when they're first starting out. So let's just clear the air right now and do this right the first time, and we won't have to worry about it. Now we have 11 stitches on our hook, but when we go into and we start our first row, we're actually going to lose a stitch. And here's what I mean, I'll show you. So let's count our stitches just so that you can see that I'm talking about the right way to do it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, there's 11 stitches there. Now this 11 stitches on our hook, okay, but what we need to do is we want to make 10 single crochets. So this stitch right here is actually going to be our turning stitch or our turning chain. And you'll see what I mean with that in a second, but just keep that in the back of your head. Okay, so it's really important not to twist your work. That happens to a lot of beginners too, and it's very frustrating. So keep your work straight. And the way that I taught myself how to keep my work straight, of course, I had a lot of tips from my mom and my 2 grandmothers, was to just make it face me. Okay, so that when I see this, I see what I call the V's, okay? And this is going to become more prominent as we put on some stitches to here, but there's a V there, 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 okay? This is how we look at and how we identify our stitches, because a lot of people get confused when they go to lay on their first row, which I don't care how experienced you are, the first row is always just the wonkiest. It's just, you just really have to slow down and just concentrate on what you're doing. Okay, so we might have 11 stitches on our chain here, but we're only going to be working into 10. So we're going to lose this first stitch right here. This is our 11th stitch, and that's going to be our turning stitch. Okay, so now here is where we stick the hook in. Okay, see the top loop? We should have 10 top loops here. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, very good. All right, we're going to stick our hook just like we had a loop and we stuck it in. We're going to stick our hook into that first loop. Okay, let's just, don't tighten this up, but just give it a little tiny pull so that it's not really loose and just flopping in the breeze there. Okay, so we stuck our chain, or excuse me, we stuck our hook into that first one. We did not stick it into here. Quite frankly, if you stick it into here, you're going to know you made a mistake because it's just going to fall apart. So we skip this first loop and we stick our hook right into that second loop. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap our yarn, our working yarn, not our tail, our working yarn around. We're going to pull that through that loop, just like we did with a chain, just basically making a chain stitch. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. See that? Okay, now we're going to wrap around again, and we're going to pull through both loops, not just one, but both. Congratulations, you just made your first single crochet stitch. We're going to do it 9 more times on this row. Okay, so that's 1, count. Okay, here we go. We've got our hook. We're going to stick it into that loop. We're going to wrap our yarn around. We're going to pull that yarn through. Okay, this is what it looks like. We're going to wrap it around again, do the same thing, and we're going to pull it through, but we're pulling it through both loops. That's 2. We've just put 2 stitches in. Let's do it again, okay? Look for your loops. 1 right there, that's the next one. See how you're in this stitch? Don't go back in this stitch. Go right into the next one. So here we go. Insert your hook. Wrap your yarn around. Pull through. Wrap your yarn around. Pull through both loops. Wow, look at that. We've got 3 stitches. We are moving right along here, guys. Okay, let's do the 4th one. All right, insert your hook. Okay, wrap your working yarn around. Pull through, yep. Wrap around again. And pull through. Yes, there's another stitch. We're just killing it. We've got 4 stitches. Okay, let's finish this thing. All right, here we go. Next stitch. Insert your hook. Wrap around. Pull through. Wrap around. Pull through. Okay, let's do it again. There's your loop. Insert your hook. Wrap around. Pull through. Wrap around, pull through. Okay, I'm getting some more yarn here, so bear with me. So now if you look at the top of your piece for just a minute. Let's stop here. Look at the top of your piece, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've put 6 stitches on now. Okay, now look at the V's. Okay, this is important. See, always look for the V's here. There's the tip of the V there, the tip of the V there, the tip of the V, 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 okay? That's how you count your stitches, and there's your loops again, okay? All right, let's finish this out. Let's do stitch number 7. Insert the hook, wrap the yarn around, pull through, okay? Wrap the yarn around, pull through. Insert the hook, wrap around, pull through both loops. Okay, insert your hook, pull through, wrap around, pull through. Insert your hook into the last stitch. Now, a thing about the last stitch. The last stitch, a lot of people say, is always the toughest. And it is sometimes because it's really tight, but if you're not going to if you don't tightly crochet, you won't have a problem. On this stitch, I just end up going into there's actually 2 pieces of yarn there, or 2 loops instead of 1. You can't really see it. It doesn't matter however you do it, but just get it in that last one. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay. Now what we want to do at this point, because I'm going slow and I'm explaining everything, we just really need to make sure that we've counted our stitches. So let's look at our V's again to make sure that we've done this properly. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have done this correctly. We just made 10 single crochet stitches. Congratulations. You have achieved quite the accomplishment. Okay. Now we're going to do another row of this to make sure that everybody's got it. But this is what's really important. Okay. Number 1, what's most important, count your stitches. Number 2, do not tightly crochet. It is a nightmare trying to get in and make stitches and just do everything. You will be so frustrated. I want to talk to you something about sometimes you'll see on a video people that do this, and that's to create attention. I personally cannot do that. It's okay if you do that. It's not a big deal. Either way, it's fine. I create the tension by pulling it and really using my hand here, my right hand when I crochet, when I control the tension this way. I am not a tight crocheter. I have never had that problem, and it's probably because I don't combobulate my yarn all over the place. But that's up to you. Everybody's different. If that's how you have to do it, then do it. Okay, so we're at the end of our first row. What we're going to do now is we're going to use our first step, which was the chain stitch. So wrap your yarn around and pull through. Now I'm going to talk to you about turning. Turning for some people is really hard. And the only reason that it's a little hard at first is because you can't find the stitch. Well, I'm going to show you a surefire way to make sure that that doesn't happen to you. Okay, so we've chained 1, and this is what's going to make our edge straight. Okay, so we've chained 1, and now we're going to turn our work. Okay, so just turn it, because see, we're going to be working this way. All right, now if you can look at my stitches, you can see that this is the chain stitch right here. We don't count that. We're not going to go back into it. Again, if we go into it, it's just going to undo itself. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to make sure that we're laying down 10 single crochet stitches. If we don't do that, then we're going to have a problem. So, and all this beautiful work that we just did is going to get messed up. So how do you tell where the stitches that you go into first to get your 10? Because you have to get 10 stitches. If you don't have 10 stitches, your work will not be square or straight. All right, so you can count backwards. This is a check. This is a way to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. That's a stitch right there. Do you see how you have 1 though right there on your hook? Just like when we first started out, there's 11 stitches there, but we're only going to need 10. So this is our first stitch. Now let's look at the top of this stitch. This is the composition of a single crochet stitch. You've got your V's again. Okay, what you want to do now is instead of just going into that 1 loop, you're going to go into basically this side. Okay, the side of the stitch. Let's look at the top again. There's your 2 loops there, and now we're really at the sides. So it kind of looks like almost like a little knot right there. Some people say no, they don't think it does, but I do, and so I'm just going to say that that's it. But those are our stitches. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to insert our hook, we've always got a loop on, into the first stitch. Okay, see, there's our V going into the side, and we're going to stick it right in there. Now we've got 2 loops of yarn there on our first stitch. We're just going to pull through that 1 time, okay, and then we're going to wrap around and we're going to pull through again, and that's our first stitch. And if you're very careful, you can always check it again. You should have 9 stitches left. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We sure do. That means we hit the right stitch. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to stick our hook in. We're going to wrap it around, pull it through, wrap it around, pull through both loops. Okay, so now we've got 2 stitches. We can check to make sure. We should have 8 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know this seems methodical, and at first it's going to seem ridiculously boring. But if you do it this way, and if you double check and triple check your work, I promise you, your success will come a lot faster, because inevitably when most people start out their projects, if they're just making a square, they look like this or they look like this. Because what they have done is they have increased or decreased on the edge. And that is no fun, because you just have to pull it out and start over again, because nobody wants a dishcloth or a blanket that looks like this or like this. We're not making a trapezoid here. We're making a square or a rectangle. Okay, so here we are. We've got 2 stitches laid in. Again, we're going right into that hole. See, there's our V right there. We're going to wrap around. We're going to pull through. We're going to wrap around and pull through. Okay. Alrighty, let's go into the next stitch. Here we go. Insert our hook, wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through. Okay, let's see how many we've got on here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're doing simple elementary math here, and we're doing great. Okay, let's go again. Insert the hook, wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through. You got it. Insert the hook, wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through. Okay, let's keep going. Insert the hook, wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through. Okay, let's stop and let's count our stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Means we should have 3 stitches left. Let's check. 1, 2, 3. We sure do. We're doing great. Okay, 7. So this is 8. Insert the hook, wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through. That's 8. Insert the hook. You can go this way or this way. It doesn't really matter. Wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through. 9. One more, guys, and we made 2 rows. Okay, here we go. Insert the hook, wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through. Okay. And this is how you single crochet. Now, if you're just going to keep going for practice, do not forget to count, and do not forget that at the end of each row, before you start your next row, you must chain 1 for your single crochet. Okay, that's it for today, fellow crocheters, and thank you so much for stopping by. I hope this video truly inspires you to get going and start crocheting. Happy crocheting, and we'll see you at crochetpatternsforbeginners.com for ideas and easy patterns that don't make something easy. In fact, our patterns are so cool because they really are designed for beginning crocheters, but the end result looks anything but it was made by a beginner. So happy crocheting!